I'm Sam, and welcome to Letters with Sam. And this is a very unusual and kind of special Letters with Sam, and I'll explain why. Today's letter, there's not a whole lot of words that start with this letter. Yeah, it's kind of rare to find a good word that starts with this letter. So I put two pictures up there. Ignore the ones in the box. We'll talk about them in a minute. But I have two pictures that I put up there for clues. And the first one is that little kid there. Yep, and he's got an X-ray. Yep, X-ray. And then the second one is that colorful musical instrument that you might see in music class. Yep, that's a xylophone. Xylophone, yeah. So we have the X-ray and the xylophone. And what sound do we hear in both of those? Yeah, it's a little weird and tough. It's the sound that X makes, which is x, x. Yeah. So listen, xylophone kind of has that x sound in there, and X-ray kind of has that same kind of sound in there too. But like I said, there's not a whole lot of words that actually start with a letter X, so it's difficult to do our challenge in a normal kind of way. So I also drew two pictures inside the box there, and these ones, they do not start with the X sound. They do not, no. But they do end with the X sound. So let's look at the first one. Yeah, that's a number. Where's my math people? Yeah, you're right. It's a 6, right? So let's think about that word, 6. Okay, so it starts with that sound, right? It's like an S. You know, we talked about Sandy Snake a while back. Yeah, that's 6. It starts with an S. Yeah, but listen to the M sound, 6. You hear that X on the end? Yeah, that's the X. So it has an X at the end of the word. And then that like orange and red looking dog thing, yeah, you guys know what that is. Yeah, it's a fox. And while it starts with a F, like that Freddy Fish kind of F, yeah, it starts with an F. But listen at the end, fox. Did you hear the X? Yeah, because it ends with an X. So X is our special letter this week. And it's kind of a challenge to use to find words that work with an X. So we looked at the beginning and at the end of some words. Now I wrote the letter X over there, both the upper, which is the red one, and the lowercase, which is the green one, X. Now these are going to be letters we have to be very careful about the size because they both have the same exact shape. Yeah, it's the most like recognizable letter, I think. Most everyone knows what X marks the spots means, so you know X is pretty easy to make. But it's really important to pay attention to using your lines and the size. We'll talk more about that when we do writing. I also want to introduce my special friend over there. His name is Xavier. Xavier the X-ray fish. Yeah, Xavier X-ray fish is he's crazy about the letter X, and he just doesn't have a whole lot to be crazy about because you know, like we said, there's not a whole lot of words that start with X sound. So you know, anyway, we'll find out about him a little bit later. Anyway, let's throw it back to the teacher and have a discussion about the letter X.